YouTube, today I'm going to teach you guys how to get more kills and play more effectively in Warzone, specifically Vondel, but these tips do go on to the other maps as well. These tips will carry it over to the next game and help you guys continuously get better at the game, because at the end of the day, these tips will make you a better player. Today we're going to be teaching you guys how to get better and more efficient in your gunfights, no matter what map it is, but today primarily Vondel, and these tips will guide you throughout Warzone 2, Warzone 3, and if Warzone 1 is still around, that game too. And to be fair, most of these tips you can kind of transfer into other battle royales as well, because what we see a lot of times is just failure to play the game. A lot of players hide. I mean, here we have a teammate literally getting shot at, and instead of us helping him and creating a 2v1 situation, your boy sits there laying prone, lets his teammate die, and by the time he finally challenges, the enemies almost, and they could have taken advantage of a 2v1. The grit skin jumped up and then jumped down for whatever reason, probably the same mindset as Wavy Dev. And again, when you guys see a bathroom and you see an enemy, do not run into the bathroom. You will die almost every single time. But again, just simply not using teamwork, man. And look, if there's a solos, I don't care what mode it is, if there's a fight going on near you, you have to take advantage of the situation. If two enemies are fighting or an enemy and your teammate are fighting, guess what? You adding to that fight and third partying is literally how you can get some easy ass kills. Let's talk about the situation here. He's able to win the fight, but only because the enemy was way worse than he was. We saw the enemy on the left side of the screen, and instead of shooting the enemy, we started looting. And you can just tell from this player, he was just tunnel vision. He didn't see him until it was almost too late. And again, if that enemy that we killed would have had a little bit more skill, Twizzy wouldn't be alive right now. Another situation though, Wavy in a 1v1 situation, we're up top and we're plating. And I get it, like you want to play, like you want to make sure you're good, but if your teammate's in a fight and you can help them out, take advantage of it. I always tell you guys, make sure you're reloaded and make sure you're plated. And sometimes you need to be reloaded at all times, but sometimes you have to sacrifice your plates to go help a teammate out, especially if you outnumber the teammates. All right, we heard his footsteps come up the stairs. Clearly he did not, so we're not going to hold it against him. Audio in this game is dog, and it really just depends on what you have. If you have a TV, I don't know. That shit is rough. It's my wife's. Don't judge me. Nice. We have multiple footsteps. I like the fact he threw this down, and once again, teammate gets in a fight, and we're just gonna sit here and basically camp with a shotgun. He'll probably close the door too. There it is. Oh my god, we left the building. Did not see that coming. I don't mind shotguns being in the game, but a 2-pump's a little crazy. And this is why, right? When it comes to creating balance of weapons, like you need to reward players for using guns that require skill. You know, recoil control, aiming, all those things. When you just allow players to sit in corners and pump and dump to an enemy, when a situation like this happens, they're gonna fail every time. So in reality, the shotgun's just holding people back from becoming better. And I know everyone's biggest excuse is, I'm just having fun. You don't have fun getting shit on, I promise you. This team is going to try to, oh my god, there's just still 60 players alive. All right, so now that you've had experience with Vondel, what do you guys think? Vondel versus Rebirth. What is your favorite map? And also, if you are new to the channel, we'll be uploading all the new MW3 Rebirth content, Fortress Keep content, whatever Resurgence map they have, doing tips and tricks and react videos and also meta build videos. So make sure you guys subscribe to the channel today and also drop a like on the video. Let's get this video to 100 likes, man. It's really hard to give you guys complete tips and tricks during the night modes because, well, you can't see a damn thing. I mean, of course he got third party, but I honestly was more focused on him running into an enemy's cluster strike. Regardless, I definitely thought he was going to die. And I mean, look at the zone again. So for some reason, Twizzy decided he wanted to push that fight. If you want to push, that's fine. Push from the rooftop, push it from inside the buildings, but do not push on an open highway like he was, like blue is right now, and especially don't push when there's a cluster strike from the enemy being launched in the area you're moving towards. And here we are again, sitting here looting instead of jumping up and third partying the guys who literally just killed our teammate. See what happens when we move? Weird. All right, we have enemies pushing up under us. We need to go ahead and play it up. Maybe think about repositioning because this is not a good area to be in. Twizzy going to help his teammate out, but unfortunately the enemy just had a lot better movement than he did. I think he originally thought that the guy that killed him was actually down because both of them were prone. But again, anyway, instead of him pushing in the middle highway, look at the zone. He could have literally just positioned and gate capped. Sometimes I always want to encourage you guys to get active and fight. But dude, if the zone's moving in and you have to push an open area to chase down a team outside the zone, don't do it. Just hold your position or relocate to a better position and just wait for the enemies to come to you. I think a lot of people are so kill hungry and I love to see it, but sometimes you don't want to die for the kills. You want to play a little bit more passive for a split second and then get a lot of your kills on the zone moving in from everybody, your gatekeeping. And also I've put on my other channel, I've put a lot of matches of mine where I'll have like 3, 4, maybe 5 kills midway through the game and I'll end up dropping 17 to 20 kills just because of late game situations. And that's in Al Mazrah. When it comes to this mode, it's the exact same situation. You could be sitting on, you know, low 10, 7 kills, and you can come out with a 20+ banger by just in-game situations. So I don't want you guys getting all kills hungry and get tunnel vision on kills and running into death because you're chasing down kills. Just let it come to you. Sometimes you can just capitalize big time in the in-game sitch. One, what was that accuracy? Two, what the hell was he doing? I don't need to say anything about that. Clean my glasses off. Clearly, I'm not seeing shit right. No way did he just do that. No way did he just literally jump down to get an execute when he could have just done it from the rooftop. And the enemy literally fell off the roof. We're at the top. Just vault up and shoot down on the enemy. Wavy, brother. What? You know, hear footsteps. I want him to get his loot for sure, but he needs to think about plating up, man. If he goes back out there without plates or an enemy comes down on him without plates, it's not gonna look pretty for him. And he is just not thinking straight right now. I know I said sometimes don't play it up and go help your teammate. That's like in an immediate fight. There's active gunfire flying by your homies or yourself. When nothing's really happening, plate the fuck up. And here we are. Look at this. And see, this is my problem with nighttime mode. I think the nighttime is pretty. I think it's cool. It's a great concept. The devs did great. Problem with it is players. You thought people camped and played slow before. When it comes to nighttime modes, and we've seen it in PUBG and other modes as well, when it comes to nighttime modes, players can't see, so they play hella more passive. I'm also extremely excited for the new zombies. I'm not really sure why we're not plating up. I'm not really sure why we're not reloading our weapons as well. You can plate while you run. I don't know if you guys know that. And I know he's got ammo in his pistol, but what about a secondary or his primary technically? Why are we not reloading that? Twizzy's doing a good job holding top roof, getting the high ground. It's a great position. He just needs to watch out for the other side of the roof where yellow ping's at, because that's the area where he can get pushed from a whole squad, literally just being tunnel vision on one kill. And again, sitting on a ledge like this, looking at this kill, I get you want it, but you have a lot of the map to worry about. You could possibly be missing out on kills. You might miss some glints. There's a guy on top of the rooftop across from us. You just aren't going to see shit when you're super tunnel vision on a guy swimming in the water. Normally when they jump into the water, unless I see them bobbing up, I'm going to bail from the kill and scan and then maybe come back and peek on it every now and then. But all in all, I'm not going to really stay too focused on it, because getting kills from the high ground when the enemy's in water it's kind of a bitch. I don't think he likes to reload. Every time his gun needs ammo, he just picks up another one. And again, focus on loot, gets clapped from the back. Nade coming in, another nade coming in as well. Smoke. We need to play it up. You can jump to the other rooftop, but I do not want to leave the high ground. If you allow these enemies to maintain high ground, dude, they're going to end up winning the game. There's, okay. No. Don't know where he's going. He doesn't know where he's going either. He's panicking, going back and forth, has no idea what the hell's happening. Oh yeah, let's take an SMG and let's shoot it across the map at 3 enemies on a heady. No. Again, the enemies have to come to us. We do have another gun, by the way. We do have a long range. And if Twizzy just would have got his ass back to the top roof with his teammates and they would have held it, this would be a lot easier to fight. I notice a lot of players make their lives harder than anything. And look, I get, like, not everyone's trying to be an MLG legend out there. I get that. No one is wanting to be a pro gamer. But again, how do you get better at a game? You don't have to be a pro or a sweat just to improve at the game. This is crazy, dude. This squad alone, the biggest thing I've seen from them is lack of awareness around them. They have no awareness at all. They see a kill, they get in a fight, and that's the only thing they think about. I mean, the moment he ran out of ammo, switch to your secondary. I've been screaming this whole time and chase that dude. You had him cracked. You had him probably wanting. Not to mention, you want to get your ass out of the street because, well, he got shot in the back, and normally players are going to shoot you in the fucking back. I tell you guys always third-party fights. Why? Because that's how you get kills. By being third-party or third-party the enemy. We have footsteps on us right now. Let's see how they approach this. Again, high ground is what you want to have. We need to be aware of these staircases, though, and be careful because if the enemies have Simtexes, it's going to be a hard thing to push. Now, that enemy was looking up, which lets me know there's another enemy team up there. Why we're not instantly popping the reload? I mean, he sat there just oblivious to the world. Come on, D. Come on, D. What do you do in this situation? Well, again, we knew the enemy was up there on the staircase because the guy we just killed was looking up there as well, right? That's why he didn't shoot at us. He was looking at a whole other enemy. So the moment that happened, the gas is on us. We run back down the stairs because we just don't have time to plate up. The gas is coming in, which cancels your plates. Then on top of that, your boy D threw a gas grenade where he needed to go, which would also cancel your plates. So he just didn't stand a chance in hell in that fight. I know I've been screaming get the higher ground, but I mean, dude, if you're in a situation like that, you just have to give it up. Sometimes you have to give up the higher ground. Most of the time you don't have to. It's funny that we see enemies or we see players fight for high ground when they shouldn't, and they run from high ground when they should. And I feel like deciphering when to get high ground is a pretty easy concept to realize. Maybe I'm wrong. Plate up, you're in smoke. You had 24, okay. With 24 bullets in my gun, I feel pretty confident enough to get at least 1 kill with that. We don't have a gas mask, but we do have the bridge right here. If this team can get the bridge, that would be a nice spot to hold. The problem is these guys are just playing the edge and the enemies are going to grab the next zone and these guys are going to die. I don't see Chris Kyle surviving this, bro. Chris Kyle would never do this. You're not Chris Kyle V2. Let it go. Disrespectful. Okay, enemies are above us. It's a 2v2v1. And this is going to be interesting to see, bro. And I've seen this more and more as the game goes on. And I promise you, I really do think players are regressing in skill. I really do. I don't care what people's KD is, what the stats are. What we watch day in and day out, I spectate a lot of games every day. And I'm telling you, players are getting worse. Like right now, we should be pushing up here to get the fight. But everyone wants to play for the win and hope to God that the gas favors them. But in reality, dude, it's too much to gamble. We don't have gas masks. If I don't have a gas mask, bro, I'm going to push it. Watch the self-press to your right. Woo! They won the game. Incredible. Now look, we talked about fighting it in game and how everyone just plays passive. They ended up stepping up at the end, but the weird thing about that whole situation is one of those teams got to this position first. Why they didn't just gatekeep the other two squads is beyond me. But judging by their crouch walking inside the building and how they were hiding, that's why they're playing way too passive, and it costed them their life. Think about it. Chris Kyle and his teammate were the last ones to get there. They were vulnerable. They had to cross a wide open street with no smokes and very little plates, but no one challenged them. The guy on the high ground didn't even peek the rooftop to shoot them. That is an easy time to get those 2 kills. If y'all are struggling with kills, it's because of shit like that and you not getting on the high ground and looking around and shooting on enemies. That's what costs you a lot of easy kills. But guys, really hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.